Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are in a consecutive deployment here, and we were unable to repair our assault mechs, of course, so we're just going to bring in our Salamander here. We're also going to bring in our Orion, and our Hector, and our Wolverine as kind of some backup mechs, and that should be just fine to get this done. And we'll need a Salamander pilot. Here's one. We'll need an Orion pilot. You're not one, but you are a Hector pilot. There you go. And we'll need... You're also a Hector pilot. We will need an Orion and a Wolverine. Here's a Wolverine pilot. Perfect. And an Orion pilot. Let's do this. So this is a defend base in the desert. And in theory, this should be just fine. We should be in a better position for this one, I hope. I mean, the last one was only awkward because of the choke point, but it ended up being fine. We could have deployed our assaults again. We just would have had lower armor, right? And that's okay. But I would rather deploy fresh mechs here since we have them available. So let's see what we've got here. We need to defend the fortified repair bay. Our sensors indicate several large groups of incoming vehicles and battle mechs, Commander. Whoever they are, I need you to hold them off and drive them away. Above all, they cannot be allowed to free Ms. Hadley from confinement. She belongs to us. Well, this just got interesting. Saddle up! We've got a prison to defend, indeed. Well, it's always spooky when it takes a while to load. Oh, there we go. I didn't even click the button. It's just automatically going. Sure. Initiated. Both groups of unidentified hostiles are moving into comm range now, Commander. Hopefully they're in a talking mood because I want to know what we're up against. Incoming transmission. Your attention, please. This is Commander Mitchell Pearl of the Joplin Light Cavalry. You have custody of a woman who is wanted on my world for multiple charges of larceny, burglary, and grand theft. You'll surrender her to me immediately, or my people will take her from you. That won't be possible, Commander Pearl. We're holding Ms. Hadley at the personal request of First Prince Hans Davian. Incoming transmission. I, the Duchess Karina Aliberti, demand that you surrender your captive to my soldiers. She will face the justice of the Hirotiden Royal Court, and she will confess to the theft of our world's most precious heirloom. You're late to the party, lady. May as well get in line. This is going to end in gunfire, Diane. Hold the repair bay. House Davian wants Hadley, so we can't let anyone else take her. I think Diane is technically our character's name, but we're usually referred to as Panzer. Okay. So they're already shooting at the small military building immediately in round one from out over here.
I hear ya.
We also see a Roughneck, a Venator, a vehicle out over this way. I'm going to keep reserving. This is round one. It's very likely we lose a building here, though. Especially if our AMS keeps rolling like that. Yikes.
Waiting for my opening.
Venator moves in. Wow, still no AMS hits. Okay. At this point, I feel comfortable moving up with the Hector, because we have numerous targets up here now. We're going to fire on the Venator, but these hit odds are not great. It's still round one. We'll give it a go. Fire the tag first. Yeah, that wasn't great hit odds, but we did get the tag in there. And at least they're shooting at the Hector. That's something. Do we have turrets or allied forces? That's a negative.
Good to go.
The Orion is going to position up over here. And we'll have a better idea what's going on over here later on. But I would like to fire on definitely the Venator.
Copy that.
Okay, the Venator is down. Excellent.
Vehicle trashed.
What can I do
Next
for
up,
ya?
the Wolverine is going to close in as much as it can.
Going turbo.
And it's going to fire on that Roughneck. Odds aren't great, but that's okay. Little bit of armor shred there.
Yes, boss.
And the Salamander is going to step up over here. Now, our odds are really bad, so we're just going to do this. And next round is when we're really going to be able to start working on this, in theory. Okay. Now the Wolverine is going to continue sprinting in. We don't see a sensor trace up here, which surprises me. We're going to move up to here with the Wolverine. And I would like to take out that Gallant, but I don't think that that's a great option. It has so much armor. The Roughneck is actually an easier target for us.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Some more armor shred on the Roughneck. The Gallant moves now, does not fire. Okay. So we see a heavy bomber over here, a Nidhogg.
Yes, Commander.
That is something that the Salamander is absolutely going to do, or go after, rather. We're going to do guided direct, or rather guided flak. Standard flak. Oh, we failed our sensor roll. Oof. Well, we'll just do that, but no hits.
Negative damage. Repeat.
That sensor roll
Negative
fail
damage.
is definitely painful. We're going to move the Hector to here.
Moving out.
From here, we can fire on the Roughneck or on the Nidhogg. Our hit odds are better on the Roughneck, so we'll go for that.
I cut.
Okay, decent damage to the Roughneck.
Damage. Damn it.
Roughneck moves up. Fires on the Wolverine, misses with the PPCs, but hits with the LBX, as well as a couple lasers.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
Yeah, it's to
Yes,
be expected.
Commander.
The Orion will position here. Checking hit odds there, 55%. 61 on the Roughneck. 83 on the Gallant. Maybe something like this. Chip through some of that really thick frontal armor.
Engage target.
There we go.
I'm out of FRN.
Yeah, I'm aware. I doubt we're going to get a much better shot than that, though. So the Gallant moves up and does not fire again. The Salamander, I really want to hit that Nidhogg with flak. This time we succeeded our sensor roll, so that's great. Does it have AMS? Probably.
Locked on target.
It does. It took down one of those, but the other made it through and did quite a lot of damage. That Nidhogg needs to go, though. That's not too scary. These are all part of the same lance. Okay. So we haven't seen the second lance yet. I'm going to move the Wolverine to this side of the rocks to engage the Nidhogg.
Affirmative.
His AMS is down. That's good to know. Stray shotting the Hector there. Rude.
How's it going?
Okay, the Hector is just going to position here for the single evasive pip. And hit odds are so much better on the Roughneck. We'll have to take this.
Engaging target.
Okay.
Take that.
Orders.
The Orion is going to move up to here. And let's check hit odds 87. Okay. We'll do something along the lines of this.
Acknowledge.
That wasn't great rolls, considering we had 83%. And the enemy hostiles, the other group, are on their way in over here. They've got a Frankie firing indirect on this building. That's very rude. Luckily, our AMS actually took care of it. They've also got a few other things over here. They got a Hetzer. But we need to take care of this over here for sure.
Moving
Wolverine
to
will position here. I'm going to Vigilance it because I am still afraid of this Nidhogg. We're going to do this. Actually, no, we're going to do this.
Got it.
We've triggered his AMS. That's the important thing. It managed to take down all 20 of those MRMs. They've got a commando out there. Okay. Okay, that seems fine. So I feel like the Nidhogg is the highest threat target here. Let's see what it does. It could go after any of these. It just backs off and hits the Orion fairly hard there.
Losing armor.
That could have been a lot worse. The Hector is going to position here
Roger that.
and continue to hit this Nidhogg. Did we fail our sensor roll? Yes, we did. Man, that's bad luck.
All right, let's
That's really bad luck that we failed our sensor roll yet again. Really, a Gauss rifle over the wall from a yellow jacket. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
Well, the Orion is going to probably step up over here. I think that our bonus is gone.
Move order received.
I don't think there's any way around that. We got to go for the Gallant. Okay.
Waiting for
The
orders.
Salamander is going to continue to fire on the Nidhogg.
Target confirmed.
That's pretty solid. That's a structure exposure.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Where? Where is that structure exposure at? Yeah. That was pretty much always going to be gone at this point. There wasn't really a way around that. They were all focusing that. That's in the turret, which is a little unfortunate.
Waiting for
The
orders.
Wolverine is going to position up here.
Got it.
Once again, I would love to vigilance it. We can't. Yeah, it's got that mimetic armor on there.
Right, Commander.
But we'll take down the AMS, I guess. The Gallant's going to continue doing that. It's missing this building, so I'm okay with this. That's not a miss. There's only so much that they can do. That yellow jacket does need to go,
What's up, boss?
but we're still trying to deal with the Nidhogg.
Confirmed.
And the Gallant is the target here. Has to be.
Target acquired.
These are not the greatest rolls I've ever seen.
Copy that.
Not the greatest rolls at all. That mimetic armor is making that very tough.
Roger.
Okay. The Gallant's down,
Vehicle trashed.
Receiving.
and in theory, the Nidhogg dies here.
Confirmed.
Yes. Good.
One for the scrap heap.
Okay, so there's that down. The Roughneck closes in, does not fire. Okay. All is good.
Do this.
The Salamander is going to sprint over to here,
Okay. Throttle up.
and we're simply going to fire the large X pulse here.
Affirmative.
We didn't hit, but that's okay. That was mostly a heat sink round, and getting turned around to be able to fire at the yellow jacket.
Commander.
The Wolverine is going to close in on the Roughneck.
Orders received.
I'd love to see the kill here. Just do something like this.
Tell me what to shoot.
That is his weak side, but not quite a kill there. These guys are still running around over here, but that's fine for now.
Receiving you.
I'm going to use the Hector to finish off the
way.
Roughneck and sink a little heat.
Copy that.
Oh, that was really bad luck there. These rolls are not going well. And their rolls are going very well. Yep, there goes that building. We're not shocked, I guess, but
Orders.
it is a little disappointing. The Orion is going to position here, and hopefully it will be the one to finish off the Roughneck. I'm going to go ahead and Warlord. And let's do it. It's a torso destruction.
That hit.
Injury resisted. Oh my. That Roughneck is still going. I did not expect it to take 3 broadsides like that. That's kind of nutty.
Good to go.
The Hector is going to head over here. We need to start eliminating these guys, starting with that yellow jacket. It's gotta go.
Engaging.
Okay, it's very close.
Waiting for orders.
The Wolverine is going to continue chasing after the Roughneck. This has got to be a kill soon.
Roger that.
Not if we keep rolling like that, though. Wow.
They're getting the angle on me.
Yep, that was always expected.
Ready for
Okay,
orders.
the Orion's going to come out over here as well.
Aye, aye.
Hit that yellow jacket. There we go. The yellow jacket is down.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Watch my heat level.
The Hetzer moves away a bit. I'm thinking that the Salamander turns around over here
Consider me there.
and fires perhaps on the Commando here. Yeah, let's do it. 2 very solid hits there.
Watch my
I like
heat.
those rolls.
I'm taking damage.
The Roughneck is still being a jerk.
Oh!
Wow, a head hit? Okay.
Okay, that was...
He didn't even have that many rolls. Yeah, this is one of those where RogueTech just decides, you get a bad seed. Congrats. We're going to keep firing on the Commando. This could well kill it. I'm going to take the overheat as well. Not great shots, but we got some splash damage on the Frankie as well.
Hit something good. I am out of long
The Hector is going to proceed down the road
I copy.
and sink heat. The Roughneck gets to move again. There we go.
To go.
The Wolverine will move in to rear arc, I guess. Rear arc isn't necessarily ideal, but it'll do.
Affirmative.
Yeah, at this point, we're not surprised that that Roughneck is still kicking.
Receiving you.
I guess the Orion can fire on it from here,
I
too.
copy.
Straight into that weak arc. You know what? Do it. We missed everything. Man, we just can't hit this Roughneck.
I'm starting to cook.
Base 22, the Frankie moves up. It's fine.
Need something, Chief?
The Hector is going to close in over here.
No shooting, just running.
And is going to fire on the Frankie. Light him up.
Taking the shot.
Got some damage in there. Commando's going around the back as well.
Waiting for orders.
Wolverine is just going to come into the rear arc here. And yeah, we are in the minimum range of the PPC, and I'm aware of that. We're just going to do something like this.
Roger that.
The Roughneck is still
Critical
kicking.
hit, Commander.
Just not getting those crits right now. So we're going to move the Salamander over to here, and I would like to keep taking out that Commando. Now, we can only use guided ammo here. That's okay, though.
Engaging
Only a
with target.
20% chance, but we did actually hit.
Critical hit, Commander.
That Commando has very little left. That Roughneck still pumping out the damage, somehow.
Reporting heavy damage.
And our Orion is going to come up and finish the job.
Acknowledged.
Eliminate it.
Roger that.
Or miss basically everything. That works too. That's how that Roughneck firing goes, it seems. Okay.
Commander.
Well, at this point, the Salamander is just going to walk over here and do something like this with the large X pulse.
Here we go.
And we missed a 77%. Okay. This is getting hilarious, actually, with the Roughneck. Like, this is reaching the point of absurdity, for sure. I want to back off a little bit and make sure that we're in this ideal range. Kind of like this. I think we take this overheat.
Acknowledge.
Man. That wasn't a great roll. I was hoping for better. That's about what the odds were worth, though, in all honesty.
Commander?
I just can't believe that this Roughneck is still
Right,
alive.
Commander.
It's absurd.
Firing on target.
There's another double heat sink crit there.
Critical.
And he ejected. In the end,
Pretty hot
he
here, Commander.
ejected.
Good to go.
Hilarious. So the Orion is going to move up to here where it can see the Frankie. And we're just going to fire, I think, a single PPC and otherwise sink heat. Okay. No more blips on our radar. Actually, that's just our reinforcements coming in. We only had the 10 rounds, and we're okay. So that will be fine. As far as salvage goes, honestly not that much that I'm interested in. We'll need to do some repairs. But we chased that roughneck for so long. That was absurd. I mean, maybe we take the Nidhogg parts just to sell. Those are very valuable. Venator parts, light AA missile rack, we'll get rid of that. Engine core 175, double heat sinks are great to keep around. LRM 20 is pretty handy as well. And we'll do something like that. Okay. So at this point, we shouldn't have another consecutive deployment, as far as I'm aware. In theory. In theory. So we're going to have a lot of repairs ahead of us, and because of the consecutive deployment, we're going to have to manually repair the mechs that were in the first mission. That's not a big deal, it's just armor repairs. But it will have to be done manually. Soon as it gets loaded here, we should have some more story. Yep, exactly. Now that we're safe and sound in the repair bay, things seem to have quieted down. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks to me like we're in the clear. You may be in the clear, but I haven't had a moment's peace since we got here. Exo, we need to talk. I'm all ears. What's the problem? It's the repair crew pit boss. The son of a bitch won't leave me alone. He's sent over 25 messages to the Leopard since we arrived, and when I stopped responding, he showed up in person to hammer on the door. What does he want? The guy keeps saying that Hadley has a message for you, that she needs to talk. I don't know if Hadley promised him money or flirted with him or what, but he won't take no for an answer, and I'm about 5 minutes away from beating the holy hell out of him. Under ordinary circumstances, I'd tell you to be my guest, but we need his crew working at full capacity. They can't do that if their pit boss is laid out in the infirmary. Maybe we should just give the prisoner what she wants and put her up on the view screen. I mean, what could it hurt? He's locked in a cell and we're up here on the bridge. Well, no way. We're getting paid to take Hadley from a concrete box to a Davian dropship. Not to talk to her. They specifically warned us not to talk to her. Okay, but what about the pit boss? Tell him that if he doesn't knock it off and get back to work, he and I are going to have words. And if he tries giving you any lip, let him know that he's about an inch away from joining Hadley on her trip to a Federation black site. I can do that. Thanks, XO, and thank you, Commander. Okay, so that's about 100k in 14 days for the repairs. Wonderful. We'll get started on that, and then we also need to repair our other mechs. So let's hop into the mech bay proper. That didn't load up the way it should have. Hello, mech bay. Well, that's weird. Well, I do need to end this recording session at some point, and this is a good time as any. So I think I'm going to restart the game, and hopefully the mech bay will start actually working. Because, yeah, that's not working. And actually, I think it completely broke. And I can't save the game from here. I mean, we can load in the auto post mission, right? The Opportunist 3. That should be this one. Yeah, that save was made 1 minute ago. Okay, so maybe this will get it to work. Because the mech bay is completely broken right now. So that is exciting. We need to get those mechs repairing. It is around time to put a cut in here, so if this doesn't work, I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and hopefully this isn't completely broken. You know what? I think I'm just going to put the cut in here, and when it finally loads, I'll just get those repairing. All we're going to do is max out the armor on them, right? That's it. So this could take a while to load. So cut going in, and I will see you all next time.